Welcome to round 3 of Modern FNM. For this round, we got Hunter Hersko-Fugitt on Mystery, which is actually 4-color Saheeli, versus Logan Reinhardt on Black-Green Eldrazi. Okay, I thought he was playing just regular Tron, but I guess he's actually playing Black-Green Eldrazi.
Yeah,
so
that's funny, cool. Actually. If you guys saw me playing against Mario earlier, I'm playing Green-Red Eldrazi.
And I'm playing just Black Eldrazi.
Yeah, but it's like Eldrazi Tron. Yeah, Mario's playing Mono Black Eldrazi. We were talking about this the other day, but when they first came out with Basic Waste, I was like, this is not cool. But then I realized, oh my god, this actually does make like a whole new color, a whole new, like, it's a whole new, like, umbrella of archetypes for Modern. Like, you can, like, take all the decks you had in Modern before, and now just play any monocolored, dual-colored, or tri-colored combination of Eldrazi. Like, Bant Eldrazi, totally real.
Yeah.
Teamer Emerge Eldrazi, totally real. Mono Black Eldrazi, totally real. Mario and I were actually just talking about 5-color Eldrazi.
Yeah. Maybe that one's not so real.
What's the card? Corrupted Crossroads?
Yeah, it's like a fixing land for devoid cards.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
You're really bad.
So Hunter took a mulligan here. I can't imagine his deck mulligans too well. His deck has a lot of random one-ofs that he uses Court of Calling to find, and then also creatures that have entered the battlefield effects that he can blink.
I think Logan's copied me. Not only is he not just playing Black-Green Eldrazi, he's playing Black-Green Eldrazi Tron, and he's got black-bordered Antiquities lands. Maybe
he just
are playing the same
doesn't
deck.
like the terrible Urza's lands that aren't Antiquities, the white-bordered ones.
Those are awful. Or the modern card frame ones from like 9th edition. Those are terrible.
See, I like the Antiquity ones the best, but I would like it if everyone that played them in a deck played the same types. So there wasn't like 2 of different power plants in play.
Playing all 12.
See, that's very confusing.
Playing all 12 is great. So it looks like Logan might just be playing pretty much
regular Tron. Yeah.
Because he's about to assemble turn 3. Like, my deck really can't assemble turn 3 Tron very easily, but looks like Logan's actually about to get it. So I think Logan might just be playing black-green Tron with like 4 Thought-Knot Seers, something like that.
Sure. He has Wormcoil in hand. And yeah, you're right. He will have turn 3 Tron here. Hunter just fetched up a Stomping Ground. He can't play Wall of Omens, but Wall of Omens isn't great against Wormcoil.
No, what are you talking about? Wall of Omens is a hell of a card in this match.
All right, he's going to draw a card. He found a Renegade Rallier.
The nice thing is Hunter doesn't really have to worry about his opponent like going big on value and getting out of range because Hunter has a combo win.
Right.
If Hunter were playing like a 4-color, beatdown deck,
yeah,
he'd be in trouble. But when he has the combo win, he can play to the very end. And I don't think Logan even has very good answers to this combo.
Probably not.
Good instant speed answers.
Unless he has Warping Whales. Actually, I did see a Fatal Push in his deck when he was
Fatal Push is fine, but like, the deck doesn't proc Revolt very well, except for with like its eggs.
Yeah.
And it's kind of awkward to cast him because you don't have much colored mana.
So Logan's going to play a Chromatic Star and a Wormcoil. We'll see if...
Yeah, I don't think Hunter's... In fact, the Wall of Omens is really pretty good here.
It does buy him a turn, yeah.
It gives you 1 more turn to combo.
Hunter does have an Eldritch Evolution and a Renegade Rallier in hand, at least.
That's a pretty good way to start.
Yeah.
So we were actually talking about Hunter's deck. Hunter's deck has the ability to go off on turn 2.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Yeah, with
it requires an exact only 5 cards. You need all 5, but
yeah, it goes land, Mana Dork, Lotus Cobra, play a fetch land, Renegade Rallier, get the fetch land back, play a Saheeli, copy the Rallier, get a Rally or get a
Eldritch Evolution.
Eldritch Evolution. Right. Sack the Rallier, get a
Felidar Guardian. Yeah.
Pretty sweet. I'm not sure if Hunter's playing the Lotus Cobras today, though. I assume he is, but so it looks like he's got a lot of options.
Right.
Like
Which I imagine you also always have a lot of options with this deck.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, he might even have like a Magus of the Moon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a little late to the party here, but like think about like having 1 Eldritch Evolution in hand right now. Like you could sack this Wall of Omens, and who knows what you can get with
right.
You get like
so many options.
Think if you got a Hostage Taker. Hunter's actually playing Hostage Taker.
Wow, you're right. You could get Wormcoil.
Yeah.
Pick it up. That'd be
sweet.
Crazy.
Logan plays his Ugin. He's like, wipe your board, not. Actually, I guess you'd get it back.
Yeah, no, he would have to somehow cast the Wormcoil before.
Oh yeah, you do have to cast the card with Hostage Taker.
It's not like.
Sorry, folks. I don't play any standard.
So he did get a Forest there. I think he might just be Renegade Rallying. Yeah. Gonna get back probably his Misty Rainforest. Yeah. He could get back to Verdant Catacombs. Who knows? Yep, gonna go with Misty. All right.
So it would have been sweet if he had like a 1-drop Noble there.
Right.
Or even a 1-drop
populated. Seems like Logan's hand is a lot of lands, but also an Ancient Stirring.
I think we're blocking this, yeah. Well, maybe not yet. You have to block yet. Use your life total as a resource.
Right.
So we've got 12 to 26 here. 12-26 was a good year. That's actually the same year that I got nothing.
Yeah, you have no idea. All right, Logan cracked his star there. He found a Relic, which can cycle, but first he's going to go with Ancient Stirring. So
the best cantrip in Modern. Good
all
to
right, well,
see
found Karn.
Yeah, Karn's pretty good. Unlike Wormcoil, Karn will actually end this game.
Yeah.
And scare Hunter a little bit. But Hunter can still combo pretty easily through a Karn after the first turn or two.
Yeah, once he gets too far gone, you're
once he takes 2 permanents or more than 2 cards out of your hand, that's pretty bad. So never mind. Logan did not steal my deck idea.
No, he's just playing Tron. So he's going to tick Karn up. And Hunter's going to exile a Mole Drifter. Nope. Yes. Thinking about this one deeply. His other options are Eldritch Evolution or Tireless Tracker. I'm actually surprised he didn't just get rid of a land there. His hand was 2 lands. Eldritch Evolution, Tireless Tracker.
Is not exiled yet. So is there a 5-mana card that... Oh, well, you know what 5-mana card would be really good here? If Hunter sacked a Renegade Rally or went and got a Sigarda, a Hexproof, give you Hexproof and humans you control Hexproof.
Right, Karn can't target you.
Karn can't target him, and Karn can't...
target it.
Yeah, that Sigarda does not have Hexproof. Right. Yeah, never mind. If only she had Hexproof.
So Hunter tried to get the Sacred Foundry with the Misty Rainforest there. Unfortunately, cannot do that. It's not an island or
four-color deck mana is real awkward.
Yeah.
So, I guess... Well, that's Felidar Guardian.
Yeah.
So that gets us...
So Hunter has to protect that until he can get to 7 mana and Eldritch Evolution and use that simultaneously. Oh, no, he can't Eldritch Evolution versus Saheeli. What am I thinking? He does, however, have ways to combo without Saheeli. I think he has Kiki-Jiki as well.
Yeah, he does have Kiki-Jiki, but he doesn't have the red mana to hardcast that right now. But so he can Eldritch for it, but he can't. He has to sack Renegade Rallier for it.
Right.
But we do have Seraph Sanctuary to go Infinite Life. But that's not helpful through Karn.
This is tough. So Hunter could also just like play Tireless Tracker and a fetch land.
Yeah, it's not like he's dying anytime soon. You can probably even just take this Wormcoil hit to the face. Yeah, I think I like playing Tireless Tracker, play out the Arid Mesa. That's an Arid Mesa, right?
Yeah.
Play out the Arid Mesa.
You get 2 clues, and you can even have enough mana to crack one this turn. So.
Yeah, and I don't think you care what Karn uses for its next ability.
Right. I mean, it's most likely it's either going to go up or probably take out the Tireless Tracker.
It is a little awkward here that if you fetch Shock, which I assume Hunter has to do, that does put you at 8. I'm not sure how that becomes... Well, it becomes relevant to, like, Wormcoil Swing, then Collector Brutality kill you.
Yeah. Well, so it looks like Hunter... I mean, he's not going with the Tireless Tracker play, otherwise he definitely would have put that down before his land.
Yeah, so I guess he's going to sack Eldritch Evolution, or sack Renegade Rallier.
He could just, like, play Felidar Guardian and blink Renegade Rallier.
And get a fetch land back.
Yeah. But I'm not really sure. Then Karn is almost certainly going to take out the Guardian.
Yes.
Which I guess does get Karn down pretty low, so.
Yeah, it puts Karn to 4 loyalty. But that's not really helping you.
Right.
So we have Restoration 8. Well, I guess what you can do... No, that doesn't work. if you could cast 2... since he has a Seraph Sanctuary in hand, if you had access to 2 Eldritch Evolution somehow, like by getting an Eternal Witness or whatever,
yeah,
you could Eldritch Evolution, get Resto and Felidar, and go for Infinite Life.
Yeah.
That still doesn't win you anything for Karn, but it does buy you some time.
So he's...
Because at this point, I don't think you want.
It looks like he's just going to play the Felidar Guardian.
Yeah. I guess you play it on wall.
Could play it on wall, could play it on a Rallier to get a land back. Yeah, that's
okay. But what are you doing with that mana though?
I'm not sure. He might be trying to build up to be able to Hostage Taker and immediately cast the Wormcoil. I don't know. Ooh, but Logan just drew another Karn.
I mean, Hunter's very good with this deck.
Yeah,
He's
I know.
played a lot
There's so many lines. It's very hard for us to
He's
know
played
his
a lot
game
of
plan.
incredible finishes with it in just the few months he's been playing it. And Hunter's, of course, a very good player. So I'm sure there's something brewing here. We can't tell you, folks.
It's probably a few turns ahead.
We are not worthy. We correct that for a green, I assume.
Yeah, it looks like he has. Oh, there's Oblivion Stone.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh, but we can't play it and crack it yet.
Not quite.
Do we have another Tron land in hand?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, we can play it and crack it.
Yeah, and he does have another Tron line as well.
I think if you play it and crack it, you have your two
And
your two
worm
worms
tokens.
left.
Yeah.
So I think you just plus up Karn and crack it, right? I mean, plus up Karn and crack O-Stone, he's got almost no chance.
Or you could put a fate counter on Karn and then crack it next turn. Yeah, so Logan quickly exiles the Felidar Guardian if it doesn't want to get cheesed out by him top decking
Logan's got
Saheeli.
another Karn in hand.
Oh, that's true.
I kind of like the play of just plussing up Karn and cracking it, because then your opponent's got nothing. You've got 2/3/3 worms, and you've got a Karn follow-up, and you know your opponent can't go off without these two creatures in play.
Sure. So
Hunter's going to try.
Theoretically, yeah, okay. Hunter's just going to scoop it up. I think the Oblivion Stone kind of put that one away.
Yeah.
I was gonna, if he didn't have the stone there, I mean, Hunter could have probably killed that Karn that turn by getting like a Noble Hierarch or something. And
yeah. So whatever, it's unfortunate, whatever Hunter's play could have been that we don't know about, being able to activate Stone at instant speed.
Yeah, definitely would have shut out whatever it was.
We don't even, frankly, know the extent of combos in Hunter's deck. I know he's been playing a few. He's got Infinite Life. He's got
Infinite creatures in multiple ways.
Felidar Saheeli. But almost none of his combos are good enough against instant speed O-Stone.
Yeah. I'm not sure many are.
If Hunter had Selfless Spirit and he could get it instant speed somehow, that would cut it. I think Hunter might be playing like 4 Eldritch, 1 Chord or something.
Sure.
But
so presumably Hunter has a Magus in his sideboard if he has all these tutoring options, but who knows?
Well, Magus is pretty bad
for him. Yeah, that's what I was
gonna, I think he is playing one. Because you when you have cards like Lotus Cobra, you can kind of get away with it.
Right. Although he also probably could have Fulminators. I don't know if he's playing those.
Yeah, not sure. I know one thing he is definitely playing is he's playing I think 2 or even 3 Fiery Justice.
Yeah.
Which is a sweet card. No good in this matchup.
No, definitely. Like it doesn't even kill Wormcoil.
Yeah. What if Logan was Black-Green Eldrazi Tron, but he just told the stream runner that his opponent doesn't know it. He sides into like side into 4 Thought Knot, 4 Smasher. Does that seem good?
That would be next level.
What if your whole sideboard it was 4 Reshapers, 4 Thought Knot, 4 Smasher, and then
that would be
3 World Breaker? That's your whole sideboard.
I mean.
And your opponent had brought in all like these, they brought in like their Maelstrom. Okay, you know what? That's good.
And most of the stuff that deals with Tron, deals with Eldrazi.
But people definitely shave their single target removal.
Sure. Logan probably bringing in the Grafdigger's Cage. That's about all. I mean, he might have some hand disruption. I don't really know if he wants that. Probably not. Warping Whale, actually surprisingly good in
Warping
this matchup.
Whale, very good against Eldritch Evolution, assuming that Logan sniffed that out.
It also exiles a bunch of random
exile your Birds of Paradise.
It does exile Felidar Guardian.
Oh, yeah, it does. Wow. Yeah, hell of a card. Wow, that card exiles Deceiver Exarch.
Right, and it counters Evolution, which you still have to sacrifice the creature as it costs, so it's kind of a 2-for-1 in that regard. Actually really strong here.
Yeah.
You can also make a Scion.
Hell yeah, you can make a Scion. So, do you think that Collector Brutality is good here? I think it is.
It's all right.
To kill your opponent's, their Lotus Cobra, their Mana Dork, and then try to take an Eldritch Evolution out of hand.
Sure.
I feel like that's good. I feel like if Logan had, most Black-Green Tron players play like all 4 of those in the 75.
Yeah.
I feel like you want 2 of them here. Probably not all 4, but it seems like a solid play sometimes. So Logan will draw. Looks like a No Stone, a Sanctum of Ugin, a Chromatic Star, a Land of Our Ways, an Expedition Map, an Ancient Stirrings, and Something else, you definitely keep that hand. That's a sweet hand.
I think he has 2 Ancient Stirrings, honestly.
Yeah,
and Hunter's hand is a bunch of lands, Hostage Shaker, Saheeli, and one other thing. He did decide to keep it.
These players are very good about showing us their hands.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're doing that intentionally, but it's very nice.
Probably not. Yeah, he does have 2 Ancient Stirrings.
Wow, that is an incredible hand from Logan.
Yeah.
It's just super well-rounded. Like, it's super well-rounded and
What are the odds that
they
they ban Ancient Stirrings?
You know, about a year ago, I thought that was going to happen. But I don't think it needs to happen anymore. Certainly
I think they might.
Certainly it's good in Lantern. So I think it's good.
I feel like that's the highest likelihood card to be banned. It might be. The chance is still probably super small, but
yeah, I don't think they're banning anything.
Right. Yeah.
But I think the best card to ban. I don't think it will happen, but to me the best card to ban would be Cavern of Souls. I don't see the. I mean, Ancient Stirrings is good, but you know the Eldrazi Tron deck can't play it because of Chalice. Tron is never really a problem for the meta because a lot of decks can just get under it and beat it. And Lantern, do they make good use of it? Yes, but I wonder if you'd be better off just banning Ensnaring Bridge.
Yeah, maybe. So the Stirrings found a Tron piece there, and Hunter's Oath of Nissa found the Felidar Guardian, which he does actually have Saheeli in hand, so he can win the game on turn 4 at this point. Assuming he's not disrupted in any way. Logan going with another Ancient Stirring. So interestingly, Oath of Nissa and Ancient Stirrings are quite similar, except
except for Ancient Stirrings is better.
Yeah. Much rather go 5 card to steep then.
So Logan drew a World Breaker last turn or this turn, so that's pretty good. But it doesn't, you know, like if Hunter plays out the Saheeli, thinking that his opponent can't interact with it for a turn, and then gets World Breaker, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Ooh, Hunter found a Avalanche Rider. That must be his land destruction.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Of choice.
So someone the other day asked me, why would you play Avalanche Rider over Fulminator Mage in this deck? And there are lots of good reasons. Mario, I'll ask you.
I mean, the blink effects are much more relevant. He has a ton of blink effects in his deck.
Right. You have Restoration Angel.
And Saheeli and Felidar and
right,
etc.
Like, and for example, you can't use Fulminator Mage with Eldritch Evolution, you know?
Yeah.
Like some people just
Wow, so Hunter might just win here. I mean, Logan can continue to develop Tron, but I don't think he has a way to interact with anything that Hunter's doing unless he does leave up that Warping Whale, which I don't think he has. Yeah, no, just the star.
Oh, we might be a turn too slow here with the World Breaker. If we had an Explore, we could have done it. Explore is actually a sweet way for Tron decks to play turn 1 Ancient Stirrings with the green mana source, and then Explore on turn 3 Tron.
Right. So So Hunter can just go for the combo here. Logan's outs, I guess, are cycling the star and hitting either Fatal Push or Warping Whale to instantly remove the.
Yeah.
This is, of course, if Hunter just goes for it. I mean, I probably would like. The likelihood that Logan has an instant speed way to remove your things is quite low.
In his Tron deck. I wonder if Logan, I mean, we don't know how Logan sided. I wonder if Logan would have been better off cracking the star prematurely, trying to get like a Pith Needle or something.
Well, if he does that, then he can't cast Fatal Push with Revolt.
No, but Pith Needle, you could have just cast it on your turn.
Yeah.
And shut down Saheeli.
Sure. It's probably more likely he does Fate. I'm sure he has more than one Fatal Push and probably only one Pithing Needle.
Yeah.
Hunter is definitely thinking about it.
I guess this also gives you the option. If Hunter doesn't have it, this gives you the option to just plain old crack Expedition.
Right.
So.
The thing is, Logan knows Hunter has it, right? Because he saw the Felidar Guardian from Oath of Nissa, so
yeah,
he definitely. Hunter must think that Logan has something because he knows about it, right?
Logan, I bet Hunter's most worried about a Dismember.
Yeah. Oh, that too. Yeah.
That's what I get worried about against these black-green Tron decks when they don't have black mana.
Well, we'll see what he decides to do. He could also just play Avalanche Riders and blow up a land.
Yeah, I think that's a fine play. That might just be better in the long run anyway.
Than winning?
Well, if you think there's a Dismember or if he'll Fatal Push draw. So I actually like the Avalanche Rider play. You also get him for 2 damage. That's not bad. There you go. There you go.
That's what he's going with. He can also blink it with Saheeli and get 2. which is actually amazing.
Yes, you can do that. I wonder if you take the forest. I think you take the tower and the forest.
Yeah, some people are disagreeing with your banning Ensnaring Bridge. They said it would just make Lantern not a deck, which is bad because of 1 win, yeah. And also it makes Tezzerator not good, which is true.
Yeah, but Stirring's one actually new to the deck.
Well, it will. It'll decrease its power level.
Yeah, but the deck became as good as it is right now because of War of Invention.
Because of War, right.
Stirring's is
not. They're not agreeing with me. They're just saying that Ensnaring Bridge would be bad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want a Ensnaring Bridge ban either, but I don't think they'll ban Stirring's. To me, Stirring's is just it's too.
Well, it's the best card draw spell in the format.
Yes, it is, but it's certainly no Ponder or Preordain.
Well, it's close.
No, it's not because you can't.
Kind of like Ponder.
You can't get colored cards.
Well, sure.
You have no many like.
That's like saying Eldrazi Temple. I mean, you know, sure Eldrazi. I guess Eldrazi Temple, you know, is not exactly the same, but it's similar. So Hunter did decide to blow up the 2 lands there.
I kind of like.
If he pays Echo next turn, he can just do this again.
Yeah.
With Saheeli, but that will use up his whole Saheeli.
I liked taking Forest instead of the Tron land, but both seem fine.
I did not pay for Saheeli. And I guess now maybe he just goes for the combo, yeah. Unless he's gonna hostage take this Chromatic Star.
The thing is, you're still worried about Dismember here, but now you don't. Now if he dismembers, you're not in fear of getting Karned the following turn.
So it looks like. Oh, not Logan lets that happen. Target Saheeli.
All right, here we go.
See. Ooh,
oh, it's another star.
So that'll do it. Yep. So definitely some tight play there from Hunter. Sure, he could have just went for it, but he wanted to solidify his position a bit more.
Yeah, because if he would have gotten blown out there, Logan would have followed up with the win almost certainly. Though actually, he wouldn't have been able to, if he had dismembered, he wouldn't be able to crack that map. But Hunter can't know that Logan didn't just have the 3rd Tron piece floating in hand.
Right.
So.
Stirrings, Opal, and Shadow are all on the radar, but completely safe. Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, I think that I don't think they should ban anything. If they were going to ban anything, I'd want them to ban Surgical Extraction, not because it's busted, but because
everyone plays it so poorly.
Well, because people play it so poorly, it transgresses the color pie. I don't like it's a free card. It breaks the color pie.
They definitely don't like free cards.
No, I just don't like. I just don't think the cards should be played. I think if you want that effect, you really ought to play black and just play Extirpate. You know, and Extirpate's better in a lot of situations. So I just don't like Surgical being around, and I just hate that you can show up with I hate that Eldrazi Tron or you know decks that don't have black in them just. Oh well, I have a really bad matchup against this
Dredge and Storm or whatever.
Yeah, so let me just play 4 Surgical. I also don't love Street Wraith, but I like the deck building it opens up.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool to stay. I don't want anything banned except for Surgical. And Cavern. I forgot Cavern. Cavern, to me, is just gravy. It's just, you don't need it. We got Unclaimed Territory. You can play your tribal deck easily. Cavern discourages interaction by making counter magic bad. It feels bad to play against. And it's just like, it's too good. Like, why is it so good? Like, to me, like Gitaxian Probe, it wasn't on people's radar when it got banned. But they look back at it, they're like, oh my god, we had it so good.
Yeah.
Like, look at my opponent's hand, draw a card, fill up the graveyard, generate mana for a dread. You know, like, the card's so good. And then once it got banned, you look back and you're like, we did not deserve
Someone asked
that.
you if you think the same about Gutshot.
No.
Gutshot is not nearly the same power level as
not. Yeah, Mutagenic and Gutshot are fine. Noxious Revival, maybe not fine. But Surgical, I would not be mad to see go. But Cavern, I think if Cavern got banned, you'd look back and you'd be like, wow, we had it so good. Like, I can't believe we got to play with Cavern of Souls.
So Hunter is taking a mulligan. Looks like Logan likes 7. I got to imagine, like, when your Tron player keeps 7 in game 3, you know, you just lose. Like,
yeah, I really dislike Tron players keeping 7.
It always feels bad.
Yeah. Of course, sometimes they mulligan to 5 and just get you anyway. Well, I'll go Tower, Mine, Power Plant, Karn, play no stone. All right.
Ooh, well, Hunter has a Thalia Guardian.
Thalia's pretty good, but it's not great on the draw. On the play, it's super good.
Billy Caminos thinks that Cavern is not close to being banned, and neither is Surgical.
Oh, I don't think so either. I think there's 0 chance it will happen. That's just what I would. That's what I want to happen.
Yeah.
I just don't like how Cavern discourages interaction. It is also a critical part of Eldrazi Tron and humans, which were basically the, the humans is arguably the best deck in the format. And Eldrazi Tron is obviously Eldrazi Tron.
Someone bought a cavern today. Yeah, I was actually I was about to buy a foil cavern, but I am going to wait until after Monday just for the very, very, very
slight chance.
0.0001% chance that
they won't
removed.
They won't ban it.
So it's not going anywhere, so.
But it should. Make counter magic great again.
All right, well, Logan with the double stirrings. Imagine if he didn't have a way to see the top 10 cards of his deck in the first 2 turns.
Yeah, but also remember that, with Ancient Stirrings, for example, let's say the one card you really needed was that Sylvan Scrying, and you just got to put it on bottom.
Wow. Darn! Instead, I got my Ugin.
It doesn't just look at the top 5. You are only getting colorless cards, and it has extreme deck building restrictions. I mean, it's not. It is the best cantrip in Modern, but it's not. It's not disgusting. So Hunter again with a lot of lines here.
Yeah, he's got his birds to accelerate, which I don't know, can let him play any number of 3-drops this turn.
We haven't seen Lotus Cobra from Hunter. I feel like he is playing it, but that would have been really helpful today.
Yeah.
So far in these.
I mean, even this turn, he could play Fletchline.
Yeah, if he played it right now, he could do the old turn 2 go off with Saheeli.
Oh, but instead he's just going to gain a life off the Seraph Sanctum.
Wait, you don't gain a life when that enters, do you?
Oh, maybe not. Just when an angel enters?
Well, Seraph Sanctuary, there's 2 cards. There's Seraph Sanctum and Seraph Sanctuary. Seraph Sanctum is the one that's played in Enchantress.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, yeah.
This is Seraph Sanctuary, but you're thinking of Radiant Fountain.
Yes, I was.
All those colorless holy lands.
Yes. Instead, he just...
Not to be confused with the Crusades.
He plays the Saheeli, which lets him scry, does 1 damage. All right. Man, that stupid Snapcaster. That card is OP. Yeah, they should just ban islands. Just get blue man out of there. Everyone will be fair, just beating into each other with giant dorks.
Wait, but that would have totally nerfed my Boyle. Dude, I played Boyle against 2 Jeskai opponents this week. Oh, it felt great. I would pass turn and I'd sell it, oh man, don't have anything to play. And then they'd flash in a Vendilion click, Boyle. Oh, just get him. If Boyle were in an instant, it wouldn't even be good.
Logan is tapped down to just these 2 stars. If Hunter just has Felidar Guardian here, he might just be able to win again. I don't know if he does, but
Logan really needs these Pithy Needles, man. That's what he needed to get with these Ancient
It looks like he's got Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger in hand, and as well as Sanctum of Ugin and Map. But no way. It doesn't seem like he has a way to interact with the combo.
I wonder if he just didn't bring in Pithy Needle. You'd think he would have seen one looking at 10 cards there, and you'd think he would have prioritized it.
So Seraph Sanctuary does gain your life when it enters. I was right.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right. That's funny. I played that card in the very casual Angels deck 4 years ago. And
you never gained 1 life when you entered?
Well, I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. I just forgot about it. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe someone had scribbled over those on my cards.
Yeah, right. There was a All right, so Hunter gonna fetch here. He does actually have the thought. That might have been a resto. I'm not entirely sure. He had some white 4-drop in his hand.
Some white 4 mana.
Yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't a Gideon Ally Zendikar?
Yes, it was definitely a creature. Yeah, I'm not sure Gideon Ally Zendikar is relevant at all. I mean, he can cast it off of an Oath of Nissa without 2 white mana though.
That's true. That's true. This deck has terrible mana.
Yeah, it's a resto. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, what's the one next to it?
Yeah, he might have 2 restos or maybe also a Felidar.
Yeah, there's definitely 2 white cards there.
Yeah.
Unless it might be a Path is that other one, but I don't know. No, what is that?
It's the Thalia from earlier.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So he could play that here. The unfortunate thing is that Thalia wouldn't even stop Karn this turn because if Logan assembles Tron, he'll have 8 mana.
Yeah. The Karn wouldn't be that good on this board because you'd have to take it to
Probably take out Saheeli right
Yeah,
away.
you take out Saheeli, take it to 3 loyalty. Hunter gets to swing it for 2 with the Thalia.
And he he can also flash and resto here at the end step to pressure Planeswalker.
Sure.
So Logan's going to crack his star for probably a green. He does find, I think that's the third Tron
Yep,
piece.
that's mine power plant tower. It's pretty good.
Yeah, so Karn, I'm not sure if he has Karn in hand. I think he might. I don't know.
He does.
He does. Okay. He definitely has Ulamog in hand, but that one is going to have to wait a turn. I mean, there's a World Breaker.
God, I think you just play the World Breaker, get the cast trigger, take out Saheeli. That might be better than Karn.
You can't take it's enchantment, artifact, or land. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. I always think it's just non-creature permanent.
No.
You'd think it would be.
That would be very, very strong.
I mean, that's Green's thing is non-creature permanent. I'm surprised World Breaker doesn't say Planeswalker on it.
Logan's just going to play it safe here and deploy the Oblivion Stone.
That is a safe play. It's tough for Logan to lose with that card in play.
Yeah.
Now, Hunter can gain infinite life with that in play.
No, I mean he can just blow it up at the first instance. Like when the resto goes to target the other thing.
Sure. If you had the Felidar in play, and then you could play around O-Stone with the Angel.
Interesting.
Okay.
So Hunter's just going to flash this in here. Maybe he's trying to bait the O-Stone out?
Don't forget to bounce the birds.
Why?
And Hunter is going to gain a life.
All right.
So that's relevant, I'm sure.
Logan is thinking about detonating this O-Stone here. Looks like he's going to. Yeah. All right, so away goes Resto, Birds, and Saheeli.
So I think Hunter did that
to get
so he could take the O-Stone out of the.
Ooh, and then he top decked an Avalanche Rider, which would have been great there, but he doesn't have his 4th mana.
Oh, no birds.
He's instead gonna play an Eternal Witness, probably get back a land here. Yeah.
You could get the Misty. Oh, is that a
So now Logan, pretty clear board, untaps, has Tron, he has enough mana now to just cast Ulamog. Yeah, that'll probably do it.
Pretty game. All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Get your colored sources. This one's over. Yep. All right, so Hunter offers the hand there. That O-Stone really secured the game for Logan. Like, sure, he could have probably just cast Karn or something, but he might have just died on the next turn. So that and we saw that both games, the Oblivion Stone. So
yeah, the O-Stone. I assume Logan's got. Most people play 4, some people play 3, but definitely a big card for a matchup like this. Hunter really needed something like Dauntless Escort or Selfless Spirit.
Sure.
I'm not even sure he has those.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure they'd be good in the deck. I mean, I don't think you have any chords. If you do, you only have 1.
Right.
And that card's really only good at instant speed. So.
Yeah. All right, so that'll do it for round 3. That was round 3, yes. We will be back in about 20 minutes for round 4. So if you want to see that match, stay tuned, guys. Thanks.